Hey guys, bear with me while I try to figure out an intro that I like. I'm experimenting with a few things, trying to find something I like, but we'll land on something eventually. I rearranged my little man cave area. My wife calls it my hole. When I'm doing my coursework, she says go to your hole. But yeah, I switched things around a little bit, so that's why there's a little bit of change of scenery than normal videos. Now, C121, Survey to United States History. Like other PA courses, this is a performance-only assessment course, and it's going to be relatively short. Because again, I've said it before, but to people that look up this specific video, I'm going to say it again. There's not a whole lot of advice you can give about performance assessments. It's basically just papers that you write, and for this course right here, you got to write 4 of them. 4 of them. You have to write 4 of them. I guess that's to be expected because there's quite a bit of history in the United States. But there's 4 of them. The first paper is like the English colonization and the American Revolution, like that kind of era. It kind of basically starts off from like the founding to where we're at today. So the first one is like Revolutionary War era. The second one is like Civil War type era. The third one is like World War I and the early 1900s. And the fourth one is like the Great Depression and the kind of like civil rights movement type stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think all of them have about 4 sections, and some of those sections are split up into like 3 parts. But most sections, they want 2 to 3 paragraphs in those. I didn't really use a whole lot of outside resources to write these papers. I guess I should say also that I actually haven't completed this course, but I'm on my last paper. It's going to get turned in today, and even if it needs revisions. Performance assessments are always pretty easy to pass. Like, it's not like how if you take an OA and you fail the OA, you have like, I think 4 chances before they drop you from the program to pass that. Like, to my knowledge, to my understanding, there's an unlimited amount of revisions that can be made to your paper. So if you turn it in and they say, hey, you need to explain, you need to go into this more, then you just go fix it and send it back in. I think like one of my papers so far, they said, we need you to like basically elaborate more on a point, so I just went in there and wrote an extra sentence and then sent it back in. But anyway, I didn't use a whole lot of outside resources. I watched a couple YouTube videos, but other than that, everything that you need is in the textbook. I think there's like 30 chapters to it or something like that, but I will say that these papers were much more tedious than previous papers that I wrote, and I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's just because there's so much information, or if it's because there's 4 papers, individual papers that you got to write, but it just felt like this one kind of dragged on. But like I said, maybe that's just because there's 4 papers, you know, so I don't know. But everything you need is in the textbook. They're very particular about citing. So all 4 of my papers, I just copied Norton 2015, which I guess is the program or the book, the textbook, and you have to put that at the end of every single one of your sections. And then at the very bottom of it, you have to actually like type out the whole entire name of the book. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but you have to type out the whole name of the book and then put it in the last part of your like sources. I don't know why they need that so bad, but for some reason they do. But yeah, short video, you just got to go do the papers. I will say that they give you a mountain of information styled textbook when you really only need like a grain of salt out of that. Like, the textbook's so much, and you probably only use like 5 to 10% of the textbook. But yeah, you just read certain parts and answer the questions like other PA courses. If people are new to the PA thing, do not write a big extravagant, paragraph or essay where you got to link one thing to another. Go in, look at the questions that they're asking, and just answer the questions. Don't try to really elaborate or link things together like you're writing like a professional paper or anything like that, or essay. You just go in and pretty much answer the questions and make sure your grammar is on point. I should say that I actually haven't passed this course completely yet, but I'm doing my last paper today, and I had a little bit of free time, so I figured I'd just make a quick video. That's all I really have for this one. The next class that I'm taking is Intro to Communication. So hopefully I'll come back on here soon and let you guys know how that one went. I'll see you on the next one.